Let's go Falcons. Things are heating up behind the scenes and the Falcons are making some moves. But before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button so you stay updated on all the latest news and rumors. Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this one because we've got some big news to talk about. So here's the scoop. The Falcons have a new name to watch in free agency. Two-time Pro Bowl defensive lineman Jonathan Allen. That's right. Allen, who has spent his entire career with the Washington Commanders, has been released and is officially up for grabs. This is the kind of player who could completely change the game for Atlanta's defense. ESPN's Adam Schefter was the first to break the news that Washington is parting ways with Allen, and while it might be a bit surprising, it makes sense financially. He was set to cost a whopping $22 million against the salary cap in 2025, so the Commanders decided to free up space, saving over $16 million by letting him go. Now here's where it gets interesting for the Falcons. If they can land him at a more affordable price, it could be a total game changer for their defensive line. Some of you might be thinking, but he's not an edge rusher, and that's what we need most. And I get it. But hear me out. Allen is an elite interior pass rusher, and pairing him with Grady Jarrett, or even using him as a potential replacement, could be exactly what the Falcons' defense needs to take it to the next level. Let's break down the numbers. Last season, Allen missed some time due to a partial pectoral tear, but when he was on the field, he still made an impact. In just 8 games, he recorded 3 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, and 7 quarterback hits. If we look back at 2023, when he was fully healthy, he posted 5.5 sacks, 10 tackles for loss, and 19 QB hits. That's the kind of production the Falcons need right now. And don't forget about his incredible 2021 and 2022 seasons. Those were his Pro Bowl years, where he had at least 7.5 sacks and was a nightmare for opposing quarterbacks. The guy is a force, and even though he's 30 now, he still has a lot of gas left in the tank. What do you think? Could Jonathan Allen be the missing piece for the Falcons? The big question now is, can the Falcons afford Jonathan Allen? Right now, the team is dealing with a bit of a cap crunch, and they still need to address the edge rusher position. If they go after a big-name edge rusher in free agency, it might be tough to also bring Allen on board. But if Atlanta decides to draft an edge rusher with the number 15 pick, then signing Allen to strengthen the interior pass rush makes a lot of sense. Speaking of the draft, Falcons GM Terry Fontenot is already excited about this year's defensive class. He's made it clear that Atlanta is focused on adding impact players on defense, and there's plenty of talent available, especially when it comes to pass rushers. Head coach Raheem Morris has stressed how crucial a strong pass rush is for winning games. He even pointed to the Super Bowl as an example, where the best teams dominated up front. That only reinforces what the Falcons need to do this offseason: get after the quarterback. But here's the catch. Atlanta only has 5 draft picks, and the salary cap situation is tight. This means Fontenot and the front office need to be smart about how they approach free agency. Should they go all in on signing a veteran like Allen, or should they focus on bringing in a younger pass rusher through the draft? And let's not forget, the Falcons have been near the bottom of the league in sacks for quite some time. It's time for a change. So what's the play here? Should the Falcons push hard for Jonathan Allen and pair him with Grady Jarrett? Should they focus on drafting a pass rusher instead? Or do you think they should do whatever it takes to land a top-tier edge rusher in free agency? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Also, the Falcons have made their first move of the offseason, securing a key piece of their special teams unit for the future. It's just the beginning. Long snapper Liam McCullough has just signed a 4-year contract extension with the Falcons, locking in continuity in the special teams department alongside kicker Younghoe Koo and punter Bradley Pinion. This move strengthens a vital part of the team's game. But what does it mean for Atlanta moving forward? McCullough, who went undrafted in 2020 after playing for Ohio State, has become a key figure on the Falcons' special teams since joining in 2022. Over the last 3 seasons, he's played in all 51 games, logging more than 400 special teams snaps. That level of consistency is rare in the NFL, and it's clear that the Falcons value what McCullough brings to the table. While the financial details of the deal haven't been released, the 4-year extension shows the team's commitment to keeping its special teams core intact. Special teams coordinator Marquise Williams highlighted how crucial the chemistry is between McCullough, Koo, and Pinion. He said, "They all understand each other, they know how to operate, and they know how important their roles are to each other's success." With this extension, it's clear that the Falcons want to maintain that stability as they approach a critical offseason. But special teams isn't the only area where the Falcons are making moves. Just when it looked like they had lost out on the chance to land a premier edge rusher after Max Crosby's massive contract extension with the Raiders, another big name has entered the trade market: Trey Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals. Yes, Falcons fans, Hendrickson is available for trade, and this could be just the boost Atlanta's defense needs. The Falcons finished 2024 ranked 31st in the league in sacks, a huge weakness that needs immediate attention. While many expect Atlanta to target an edge rusher in the first round of the draft, adding a proven veteran like Hendrickson could make all the difference. Hendrickson has been one of the most dominant pass rushers in the league over the past few seasons. In 2024, he tied his career high with 17.5 sacks, leading the NFL. Over the last 2 seasons, he's racked up 35 sacks, more than stars like T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett. Could Hendrickson be the game-changer Atlanta's defense desperately needs? Let's wait and see. Trey Hendrickson is a monster on the field, 4-time Pro Bowler, first-team All-Pro selection in 2024, and second in the AP Defensive Player of the Year voting last season. Simply put, this guy is a beast. Now the big question is, can the Falcons realistically make a move for him? Hendrickson is set to make $16 million in 2025, and with Atlanta's current cap situation, pulling off a trade for him won't be easy. But it's not impossible. The Falcons could get creative by restructuring his contract to lower his cap hit for this season, or they could offer 2026 draft picks in a trade package. There will definitely be competition for Hendrickson from other teams, so Atlanta needs to be smart about how they approach it. He's the kind of player who could immediately transform the Falcons' defense by giving them the pass-rushing threat they've been lacking for years. Imagine pairing him with a top draft pick at number 15. Suddenly, this defense looks a lot scarier. So Falcons fans, what do you think? Was locking in McCullough the right move to keep special teams stable? And should the Falcons go all in to try and land Trey Hendrickson? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe so you don't miss any updates on the latest Falcons news. Go Falcons!